The Mixed Mornings and More podcast with Steph and Shawn.
Now available daily.
Good morning, world.
Good morning and happy Thursday, September 28th. It is 5:30.
Hello.
My voice is a little raspy, so just pardon me for a little second over here.
You could just, okay. What?
Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Shawn,
Hello.
I don't know if that was
What?
quite necessary.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
There's like clearing your throat, and then there's the yelling with the clearing the throat. Like
did
you
that?
just sounded like an old man.
There was nothing. Nothing happened. I don't believe
happened. Nothing happened. You didn't just turn your mic off and hack up a loogie. Okay.
No, that was something in the hallway.
Oh, yeah. At
It wasn't me.
5:30 in the morning when no one else is ever here.
I plead the fifth. I don't know what you're talking about over here. Hey, on Saturday, it's National Day for Truth and Reconciliation, just to kind of flip the switch and get a little serious over here. And so the RMWB has paired up with Athabasca Tribal Council and some local communities here. And they're doing their walk today just to raise awareness.
Yes, and really the choice was very specifically made to do it today so that more people could participate. When a stat holiday falls into a weekend, a lot of people leave town, and they wanted to make sure that enough people could participate and really recognize the day. So that's why they're doing it a little bit early. You and I both have orange shirts on. This Truth and Reconciliation Day is also known as Orange Shirt Day.
Right.
And festivities recognition gets underway this morning at 9:30.
Yeah, around 9:30, 10. I think that's when the walk kind of starts. Before that, though, some parking is going to be kind of shut down in the downtown area because they're going to be doing all of the awareness and the walking and the events and everything. So kind of like 6 a.m., early, like in a half hour, 6 a.m. until noon, Franklin Avenue, Hardin Street, Morrison Street. Parking is going to be a no-go around there so they can have space to do what they need to do. And then roads are going to kind of be temporarily closed downtown as well, Franklin, Hardin, and Clearwater, as that's kind of the route that they're going to be walking along. And yeah, the walk, like you said, 10 a.m., noonish kind of thing, and then Keam Park is where they're starting.
Yeah, for sure. And as much as you can't park there, you can join the walk. That is for everyone. That is, please come and recognize the day and learn and take a pause about it. When you go to call someone on the phone, do you ask them permission?
I think it depends on who I'm calling. If it's my parents or anyone extremely close, I'm just calling them.
So like yesterday when I called you in the afternoon,
Yeah.
were you like, why didn't you ask me first? Or were you like, nah, we can call each other without asking?
Yeah, I think we're on that level where it's just a phone call. You don't have to be like, what are you doing? Can I call you?
Time for a very important chat. Do you think, though, that asking permission makes the phone call more important or more like anxiety inducing when somebody's like, hey, can we chat? It's like, about what? Can I have a rundown of the agenda of the phone call first?
No, I don't need a rundown. Like, for me personally, that's not me. That's not who I am. Like, I appreciate like a heads up just in case, like, maybe I'm on the can or like,
yeah, just give me
something.
5.
Yeah, I got my hands in the middle of like a salad or whatever, and they're dirty, or like just something like that. I appreciate the heads up in that way. But it doesn't like do anything for me. I'm just like, I'm ready for it. I'm ready to talk.
Okay. Well, that's what the new phone etiquette is coming out with, that you should be asking permission before you call somebody, and you should make sure that your message doesn't say, hey, can we chat, if it's not dire, if
Right.
it's not like, I'm actually going to tell you that what you did hurt me or something like that.
I can kind of understand that perspective as well, where it's like your words could really impact someone.
Yeah. And give
For
them
making it a bigger event than it actually is when you just like need milk or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, can we talk about the grocery list?
Yeah. Hey, can we talk? Yeah, I just need some sugar and milk for that. And then the other person's like, oh, are you kidding me? I debated 5 minutes before answering your text.
Yeah, I couldn't decide if I wanted to talk to you. Another thing they're saying about phone etiquette is that you should not leave a voicemail.
No, I disagree. I love voicemails.
Me too. I loved getting them. I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
I will admit, though, sometimes I don't listen to the voicemail and I just call them back.
Really?
Yeah, like if you called me and left me a voicemail, I'd just be like, hey, Shawn, what's up? And then you'd be like, did you listen to my voicemail?
Yeah.
And I would say, no, sorry, I just called you because I knew you called.
Yeah, always listen to the voicemail.
Okay.
And I think voicemails are important because of the day and age that we're in with spam calling. Like lots of
right.
times if I see a random number, I'm not like, and lots of times the iPhone or the Androids can be like, hey, this is a potential fraud. This is a potential scam type of thing. And it'll kind of pop up. And then if there's a voicemail, then I'll be like, oh crap, it was my car needs service or something, you know?
Yeah. The voicemail definitely tells you who it was if
Yeah.
they're not saved in your phone yet.
Yeah.
But they're saying that if you're going to leave a voicemail, you should hope that the person has the new iPhone update that does like translates it for you so that you can just read it in a text. So they're like, if you're going to call somebody and you insist on leaving a voicemail, you should know what version of the phone they have.
That is silly. That is so 2023.
Yeah, who wrote
maybe
this
I am
phone
old
etiquette?
school now. Maybe I am getting old, but I like a voicemail.
Yeah, maybe you need a landline and one of those tape recorders again.
Love is Blind. Do you know when it actually dropped? New season?
I think it was on Tuesday night.
Tuesday?
I'm not positive.
Yeah, weekend maybe, Monday, Tuesday. It was roughly start of the week, we'll say.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I finally got around to it. I don't know how I didn't watch it opening night. I don't know.
Me either. We are such Love is Blind fans, but
Yeah.
also you had to tell me it dropped, and then
Yeah.
I watched some of it last night too.
Okay, so I did one episode.
I did 2 and the first 3 minutes to see the cliffhanger of the third as
okay.
well. So
Episode 2 is a cliffhanger?
episode 2 is a cliffhanger, but don't worry, you can figure it out after the first 3 of episode 3 because it was 11 p.m. and I needed to go to bed.
Oh, my
I was like,
goodness.
I have to know what happens.
I was like, it's 9:30. I need to go to bed.
Oh my goodness, we're so different.
Yeah.
But spoiler alert, we are going to talk about it, and I'm going to let you talk about episode 1, and
Okay.
I'm just going to comment on what you comment
Yes.
on, so that I don't spoil anything for you either.
Perfectly fine. So yeah, this is where we talk about the episode. So if you don't, one episode, so it's not really much of a spoiler, but turn it down for a hot second if you don't want to hear anything. Love is Blind. The one that sticks out to me right away, I don't know why, was the firefighter and the teacher. I'm not too good on names right now, but
Oh,
the
I
teacher
don't
was the
remember
blonde hair
names either.
one, and the firefighter was kind of like a timid one.
Oh yeah, and she calls him Sugar Butt,
Yeah.
and he calls her Sugar.
Yeah, yeah, along those lines. I thought it was so hilarious, their relationship, where maybe it was an editing thing, but it just seemed like they were like, hey, hi, I like you. Yeah, I like you too. Wow, this is crazy. We're like in love right now. That is a quick synopsis of what their conversation was like.
Yeah, and I mean their conversation continued for him to say, "I'd propose to you right now, girl," and she was just like, what? Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Like
Yeah.
she was so stoked, and it was like, "Girl, meet some other people.
Yeah.
See what you like here.
Again.
You got 30 guys to choose from."
Could be an editing thing.
Yeah.
Izzy's the hot topic. He's like, and I don't think he's a dink either. I think he's like a good person.
Yeah, seems like a nice guy. Also very clean, got good teeth, and shout out to the bald
Bald.
guys.
Let's go.
He's got a shiny head.
Yeah, representing pretty well. So Izzy has some contenders for his love. Milton was hilarious. He's like a 24, 25-year-old nerd who's into rocks and stuff. And then you met that other lady that's into rocks. And she was like, maybe you're too into rocks.
Yeah. I'm a geologist, but I don't like how much you're talking about agates over there.
Yeah. But then, and then it seems like it's going to be a juicy season just from kind of like the preview they give you at the start. Like, oh, we're going to be filled with this and that and the other. And then episode 1 left on Uche and...
I'm not sure her name.
Yeah, I'm not too sure of the name, but it was like once a cheater, always a cheater. He got her to open up and be very vulnerable, and then he judged her for it, which was... Yeah.
I didn't love that. I was kind of like, I get that you're all kind of laying it out there,
Yeah.
but you're not being kind. Like, it's
Yeah.
fine if you don't like that, but you don't have to speak to her like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, run away, girl. I hope that she doesn't, go back to him.
Yeah, so very interesting. That's how episode 1 ended, and probably gonna watch some more tonight.
Same. Got an email yesterday for an artist call for Halloween actors.
Oh, that's fun. I'm just assuming haunted house.
Yes, exactly. So Swamp Rat Experience is hiring people who are 13 and up who have a little bit of prior experience, they're hoping, to go and act scary, I guess,
Yeah.
at the Haunted Heritage Village event that's going to be happening a little later
Yeah,
in the
maybe
month.
some various roles.
Yeah, but it got me thinking because I actually do have some experience, so maybe I
you?
could sign up for this. Yeah,
When? How long ago?
a
What did you
while.
do?
I was in high school.
Oh, okay.
But I was a haunted actor in a corn maze.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were a haunted actor? Like you were doing something scary?
Yes.
Yes?
So I walked around with the guy with the chainsaw,
Yeah.
and he would start up the chainsaw.
A
and
real
then,
one?
Yeah, real chainsaw.
No.
It didn't have a chain on it,
Okay.
but it sounded like it did.
Yeah.
And then my job was to scream like I was getting cut up.
Okay. Yeah, I can picture that.
So we'd just be hiding amongst the maze, and then just we'd be like, "Brr, brr, brr," and then I'd just be like, my arm's being chopped off. Now my leg is
Yeah.
yeah.
So no one would really see you, but it was like the aura of this is happening.
Yeah, this is terrifying. So this corn maze, it was so fun. That guy was just like so passionate about freaking people out. He actually buried a mattress in the corn maze, and somebody else's job was to yell quicksand right before you accidentally walked on this mattress that was going to make you freak out and think that you were actually sinking in quicksand. So he was very creative, but
no kidding.
My job was quite impressive, and I have to say I have quite a set of lungs on me.
No kidding. Now you're just like, you know what? I'm good with this voice thing. Let me just transition over to always using it.
Yeah. I wonder if I should contact Swamp Rat Experience and let them know my skills.
I also have skills.
Do you?
When I did radio in Hinton like 3 or 4 years ago, it was an indoor haunted house, like kind of one where like the skinny hallways where you just like take a left and then a right and you walk down, and then there's always just things like
just kind of grabbing you.
or like yelling or doing a weird laugh. Or so I was like the weird laugher, kind of like in a dark corner. I'm pretty sure I just wore all black with like a mask on.
Okay.
And then I was just in a dark corner, and I'd do like some weird, creepy laugh and like kind of like grab an arm or something.
We need a demonstration.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to hear your weird, creepy laugh. Don't grab my arm, though. That's enough. That's enough. I regret my decisions. Little PSA to check your smoke alarms. So one of our media marketing consultants, Ashley, thanks for letting us out you. She showed me a picture of a very near miss of her almost burning her house down.
Yeah, this made me shake a little bit just looking at the photo. It was a reusable bag, one of the green ones, with some groceries inside of it. Put it on top of the oven, just got home, unpacking. And she has one of the ovens where the buttons are facing out towards you. And you don't need to push it in. You can just turn it.
Yeah, on the stovetop. So not even like you don't have to reach over top of the elements and at the back. You don't have to be tall. It's literally where your hips are.
Where you open the oven to put something in.
Yeah. And so she put it on top of the stove, and then she figures that her hip must have hit the element to turn it on. And she didn't realize. She just went and laid down on the couch and then started smelling smoke and was like, why is it smoky in here? Yeah, went into the kitchen and discovered her reusable grocery bag had completely disappeared. It was just a green stain.
Melted, yeah. And thankfully, it maybe these like grocery bags are just something that disintegrate instead of stay lit.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So it, oh
just
my God, I don't even know. Like it doesn't spread. I don't know. I'm not like that scientific and everything, but it looked like it just went down. It just like how a piece of paper just kind of drizzles down and goes away.
Yeah. And then she said she doesn't remember what groceries were in the bag, but the only thing that was left to look at was some pretzels.
It looks like pretzels.
Half burned.
It looks like pretzels.
But also in the picture, you can see that the melty hot heat was heading over to the right side of her stove to more groceries and more things that were about to probably light her kitchen on fire.
Yeah.
And then her saying, I didn't realize my smoke alarm didn't work. Like if she had not been home, if she had gone to sleep, she wouldn't have smelled the smoke and she probably would have burnt her house down. So very scary, but also good reminder.
That's right.
As the seasons change, when the clocks change, they always say change your batteries in your smoke alarm. Maybe check them today a little early.
I imagine we're going to be talking a lot about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for the coming months, and I love it.
You are so in for this relationship. You're kind of an expert over there. Like any article that comes out, you're like clicking on that. Yep, you clickbait, you got me.
I mean, I'm a nerd. I am an absolute football nerd. And I'm also a Taylor Swift kind of nerd.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say I'm not like major Swiftie, but I love just like her and everything about her.
Yeah, you think she's amazing. So give us an update for those who are not clicking on all the clickbait. What's going on with the couple?
Okay.
He's got it.
So they went out. Travis rented a dinner restaurant place, and a whole bunch of people came privately, and photos emerged from it. And you remember the body language of them just walking down that hallway. They were just looking to get out of the stadium and get on with the night type of thing. And they weren't holding hands, and they were just walking beside each other.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh, body language is off. Body language is off."
Yeah,
but
it doesn't seem like she likes him.
now photo came out from them at the restaurant. He's sitting down on kind of like a bar stool, and there's like 2 or 3 people standing around them. She's sitting on one of his legs with her arm wrapped around his neck, just being like, "This is my dude."
Wow. Yeah, that is like pretty intense.
Not just like standing shoulder to shoulder talking to people, like, "I'm sitting on your lap, my arms around your neck."
Okay.
We like each other.
Okay.
Travis Kelce, he also has a podcast that he does every week. So he plays in the NFL for Kansas City. His brother, around the same age, plays for the NFL as well. Both professional athletes for Philadelphia. They have this weekly podcast where they're both giant personalities. They love being in the media. They love talking and everything. But he basically went on his podcast after, so they do it like maybe the Monday after the weekend.
After Sunday football? Okay.
That's right. And they just recap like what happened in the games, what happened in their lives. And he said, "I brought this on myself. I did the whole friendship bracelet thing. I was pretty hurt when I couldn't talk to her after the concert in Kansas City. And what's real is that it's my personal life, but I want to respect both of our lives. She's not into the media like I am. She's not doing a podcast every week and going on other podcasts and talking about her life and everything. And that's what I do. I go on shows and I talk about my life. And I sure as hell enjoyed this weekend. So everything moving forward, me talking about sports and saying, all right, this and that, it's just will have to be that. And I kind of have to keep it where it is. So I'm going to respect what she wants, and I'm going to respect her wishes as well." So he's like, "Yes, it happened. Everyone saw it this weekend, but we're just going to leave it now. We're together."
Yeah, we're going to try not to ruin a good thing by being, you know, a media hound.
Yeah. And then this didn't come from either Travis or Taylor, but sources are saying she's already going to be at his next game this weekend in New York. In the stands watching him.
Whoa, okay. Not in the suite?
Well, we'll have to find out. It's New York, so it's going to be major probably.
Yeah, welcome to New York.
You're in a comfortable setting, say a living room or a seating area, hanging out with friends, just hanging out, whatever. You're in a living room. There's couches, there's chairs. Some people love to just like kind of ground themselves on the ground. Some people like to lounge in the chairs. Some people like to lie down on a couch. Are you a floor sitter?
Yes. Are you going to judge me for it?
No. I'm just curious of the lifestyle.
Like, if I'm going into a full living room and I know that there's going to be no seats left and somebody has to sit on the floor, I enjoy it.
You're just going to do it?
I'll happily do it.
Hard floors, carpet, doesn't matter?
Yeah. I might steal a throw from the
Make
couch
it a little bit
sit on that, or use it as something to lean on against the wall.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't mind the floor.
Okay. Yeah, very interesting. I was tuning in. I watched one episode of Love is Blind.
Oh yes.
The new season. Last night. And this is where it stemmed from. And I just noticed so many people in awkward positions not on the couch. And I was like comfortably sitting in my lazy boy. I was like, oh, my neck is hurting just looking at that dude like lying on the floor and then having the back of his head on like the bottom of the couch.
That's a little bit weird.
Yeah. Or just people just like sitting cross-legged on the floor. I was like, ow, my knees hurt just looking at that.
Oh, so you're never a floor sitter.
No, I'm never. I will. I will respect like the elderly and the pregnant, and like I will let them take everything before me. But after when we start getting down to like the chopping block, where if it's like me or another dude, I'm like, dude, I'm taking that couch. I'm taking that couch, okay? Like you can sit on the bar, I'm taking that couch.
From entertainment to music and anything in between, this is The Buzz.
Heinz is mixing some sauces together to jump on Taylor Swift's coattails. At the Kansas City Chiefs game the other night, Taylor had a chicken finger on a plate with a dollop of ketchup and what looked like a dollop of ranch next to it. Enter Heinz with their new limited edition bottle of ketchup and seemingly ranch.
Perfect marketing. Like, I love this so much by Heinz. It's just so fun. It's innovative. It's trendy. It's topical. But also, can't believe I'm saying this, I think Taylor Swift dropped a couple points in my books for dipping a tendy in ketchup.
Oh, no.
So many better sauces.
Yeah, that's very true. And on a sad note, Harry Potter star Sir Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore in 6 of the franchise's movies, has passed away at the age of 82.
We pay our respects. Absolute legend of a character. He did it so well. Great beard. Whether it was his or not, don't care. He looked awesome. May he rest in peace. I am self-crowning myself year over year as the king napper, and yesterday just proved again how good I am at napping.
Okay, I already have definitely. You don't even need to self-crown. I will gladly crown you as the king napper. You nap. Not only are you able to nap every day, but you also nap for hours on end.
Yep.
And then you would like to go to bed as well at like 7 p.m. So your naps kind of roll into your overnight sleeps. But why are you giving yourself the crown again?
Home renovations yesterday, so I'm in a basement suite, and the door that I walk into, my legal basement suite, I have my own door on the outside, and they're just doing some renovations right around the door, making the house look all pretty and everything. And then I go down like maybe 10 steps, and then I'm in my basement suite. And then my bedroom is right by the staircase and the door. Okay. And everything. And so there's just construction going on, and so there's just constant like drilling and hammering and ripping off siding and
they're doing like outdoor construction.
Yeah, outdoor
around your door.
Yeah, around the door on the outside, and there's like just like putting new plywood in and everything. So it's constant, just like wee 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 wee.
Oh my gosh, Shawn! I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna hear this. It's making my teeth grind right now.
It's constant that just ripping off stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and then here I am like, can you do that ringing a little bit more? That's set me in a good little mood.
You slept through that.
Yeah.
You're like, no big
About
deal.
An hour or 20.
Did you put headphones on or put an extra pillow on top of your other ear that wasn't on the pillow?
No.
You were just like...
Just get in the cozy position.
NBD, I'm in my bed. This is my happy place.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just add it to the list. Like, I remember when I was living in Prince George and my landlord was getting a new roof, so it was kind of just dum, 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 the whole time. And I'm just like, yeah, let's fall asleep.
I feel like, so we've already given you a crown. I feel like we have to give you a scepter and maybe a throne. Like, this is pretty impressive.
A bed. Give me a bed.
It has been a ton of fun, but it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, hope everyone has a great day. Rain, possibly. And, gosh, I don't want to say it, but the highs are getting low.
Oh,
the highs are getting low.
Wow. Do you think that we have worn our last pair of shorts for the season, or do you think we still might have a couple
maybe
anomalies?
Some short days, maybe 1 or 2 short days for me personally. Well, I know there's Shorts guy who goes all the way into winter with snow and everything, but tomorrow might be a command start day.
Really? That cold?
It was really cold getting into my car.
Oh, man, you're full of bad news. Well, the good news is we'll be back tomorrow at least, starting at 5:30.
Yes.
We hope you'll tune in. And for right now, we got to go. We hope you guys look on the bright side.
Say hi to your dogs.
Want more of today's show?
Download the Mixed Mornings and More podcast.
Now available every weekday.